Hello, I'm Tony Gable from the Daemen Marketing 420 class, and I'm here with Dr. Telford to talk about the waterfront today. So, Dr. Telford, what can you tell us about the waterfront?
Well, I've been a resident of Buffalo for about 16 years now. Clearly I'm not from the area, having spent 10 years in Georgia, where I did my graduate work, and then undergraduate at University of Liverpool. So maybe there's a little bit of an irony there in the fact that I come from a city in England which was once the biggest trading port in Europe, maybe even in the world, in Liverpool, but which has since the Second World War has really been in a state of decline. So you can imagine there are a lot of similarities between Buffalo and Liverpool. I think there's such a rich variety of art here in Buffalo, and the artistic community is very vibrant. Making a space, a designated space where that community could come together, without, of course, wanting to put at risk independent satellite operations in the community. But I think it would be certainly worthwhile, and I think it would get a lot of interest.
So, by reviving the waterfront, you feel that Buffalo will have a lot more attention and people actually go down there regularly and create a nice buzz to support the Buffalo community?
Yeah, if you go up to Toronto and just walk, you just feel people are everywhere, and there's that sense of just being outside and being around others. I think that could be fantastic for the waterfront. Getting people downtown, because there's very much a mentality that unless you drive to South Campus metro station, jump on a train, go to the Sabres game, then scurry your way back to the suburbs, then that's about the only contact many people have with the city. And that's a shame, because it's such a dynamic city. I mean, it has been and could be, and still is in certain areas. And to have that collecting point, that center of activity down on the waterfront, I mean, it's in many ways it's unthinkable that it's been neglected.
And what businesses do you feel will suit the waterfront the best and be the most successful?
You know, light industrial businesses, craftsmen, again, theatre, art and craft. I think those kind of things. Anywhere where you're going to get a nucleus of people, when you can know that you're going to have people, then obviously your vending industries, anybody who's selling is going to have an audience. But then part of that dynamic is, you know, you may have workers who might be working in light industry nearby or downtown. You're drawing from a very, very close downtown area. I see Buffalo downtown Main Street at between 11 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. It's very busy. You might even think you're in an area of Toronto if you didn't know any better. But then the problem is after 5 o'clock it's empty, and it doesn't get busy again till next morning. So to have that guaranteed center of activity beyond just the normal working day would encourage anybody who has a business presence to be part of that, and it would be a mutually beneficial enterprise.
And what influence do you think, once the waterfront's built and revamped, what influence do you feel like it'll bring to Buffalo?
A sense of renewal, I would hope, a sense of kind of regeneration. I mean, you have elements of it there with the Naval Park. You have the famine memorial to the Irish famine. You have the residential development adjacent to that memorial around the inner harbour. Some beautiful condos have been built there. Just to kind of expand that a little bit southward toward that huge area, which is, I believe it's owned by NFTA, Agri-Frontier Transport Association. I believe they own that land. I could be wrong. But to extend that development southward and to kind of still be able to draw on the historic and the economic and the artistic elements of the city, I think it would change the place. And if you can get people to start thinking about, well, Buffalo really has a downtown, and it's a place where people want to be. And the hub of the wheel, you know, when you think about Buffalo, is really like a wheel, and all the roads
Yeah.
lead outward from the center. The hub of that wheel, the center of that wheel is the waterfront.
Yep.
Seems like a natural thing to do.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Dr.
You're
Telford.
quite welcome.
It's a pleasure interviewing you, and on behalf of Marketing 420, thank you.